Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. How are you doing today? Are you breaking through the fears? Are you watching them float by like a cloud going, okay, there they are. What am I really afraid of? Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? How could you possibly know? It hasn't happened yet. And you're the one creating it. So you know what you should be afraid of? What you're afraid of, because that's what you're creating. Now, I did the Master Key System, and the whole book is about watching those thoughts, monitoring those thoughts. You have unbelievable power. You are the one. You are everything. You are accessing or can access. You are connected. You are every solution, every probability, everything you've ever wanted, and everything you don't. We have choice. All right, so I talked about, just not too long ago, ironically, I shared some visions that I had had with you. I shared my visions with you. And I write them in books, and I have had visions of flooding for quite some time now. Flooding in major cities, people getting on buses, being bussed out, the water's coming in, and people trying to get out. And I was in that water, I was experiencing it. I was there with everybody, and knowing that we had to get out of there. It was very interesting. It was trying to organize and get everybody out of these, actually cities and places like that. So I actually stopped having the visions recently, and shared that with you. Now, my belief is that we can change anything, and that as a collective consciousness, we can change catastrophes, and we can change war, we can change all kinds of things. Now, the interesting part is, I thought perhaps I stopped having the visions because they weren't going to happen anymore, and that we had changed our collective consciousness, and that was a positive thing. But as of this video, we have hurricanes coming up and have hit, as you probably know by now, Texas, and now going up Louisiana, and as of today, it's starting to rain here in Atlanta. We're getting just fallout. And I had to sit and think about this one. I had to really think about this because quite a few people have predicted floods. As you know, that's a big thing Edgar Cayce has predicted, and those predictions have not come true. Now, we're starting to get floods. I saw that 1,500 people have already died in Asia from the monsoons, which they usually get anyways, but it's especially bad this year. So it's sort of ironic that I think as of this video, I think like 20 people in Texas have died, and I think more than that actually. Yet 1,500 people in Asia have died from their floods, and we're not even talking about that here because we're entrenched in our own stuff. But it's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. And I'm wondering myself, I have to question what's really going on. So when I have these visions, I'm hoping that these probabilities are not going to come to pass. I had visions of tornadoes along with that, like double tornadoes on water, people not taking it seriously enough. So I would love to some feedback from you about that. I don't think anybody has this answer. Everything is a probability. There is no one thing in stone. Now, I don't, as an individual, control what happens on this planet. I only control what happens in my reality and how I feel about things. I control that. Nobody makes me feel a certain way. Nobody makes you feel bad. And there will be challenges, and there will be some catastrophes along the way. We are still getting repercussions from the eons of damage we've done here. I don't know what these floods mean. I'll be really honest with you. I was hoping that maybe we weren't going to see this, and it's not necessarily a negative thing, because, and I know you're going to disagree with me. How can that not be a negative thing? From challenges come great triumph. From challenges, well, if you'll remember 9/11, come wonderful breakthroughs for humanity. And so I'm wondering if this could be one of those. That, yes, we're experiencing some challenges that may have been avoided, but at the same time could really turn us around in a lot of ways. I mean, this is not a war. This is a natural disaster. Catastrophe, I should say. So I'd love your feedback. What do you think this is? Why do you think we're going through this? I mean, we are creating our own reality. You know, the question is, did we create that? Does Mother Nature have an independent hand in that? Because Mother Nature is an independent free will also. That's what I believe. Part of the one energy, but also functions as a decision maker for herself. Is Mother Nature purging us? Is Mother Nature deciding that she's done with a few things? I don't know. But I think it's time for us to start to respect this planet. I mean, seriously respect it and take a look at how we're living our life. What we're eating, how we're treating animals, how we're treating the plants, what the chemicals we're putting on things and in our own bodies. And I think we need to make a very, very important decision. What are we going to do from this day forward that could change everybody's lives? It only takes one person to stop buying the chemicals, stop throwing the garbage away, stop buying the stuff we don't need. How many tchotchkes can people need? I went into some little, dollar type store, and I just looked of the shelves of I thought it was junk. Little junky things that we buy, plastic and all these things, that if there was no market for that, it would stop being manufactured. If people were buying organic things or making things and sharing that, then that would be where everybody puts their focus, because that's where we would flourish financially and benefit in many other ways. And I looked at my own house and asked myself, how much do I need? And I've been purging, and I'm thinking how good it feels to live a much simpler life than I used to. I'm going to continue to expand on that. I'm going to continue to simplify my life. That's where joy is. I'm sure that Mother Nature is somehow spewing back at us in some way. We have created that. Those hurricanes and all those things are part of the cause and effect of the things that we've done to the planet. No hurricane just starts up. It's from other things that happen that are an accumulation of the things that we've done to this planet. So, I don't know why these floods have happened. I have had visions. I did share those with you actually not too long ago. I think it was last month. This is August 31st of 2017, this video. So that's sort of interesting that I just talked about that and now all of this is happening. So I want you to remember that no matter what happens on this planet, that we can still choose how we react. We can still choose how we speak of it, how we handle things, if we use it as our hour to be our best, or if we choose to look at the world in a more negative way and become jaded and cynical. I want to look at it as an opportunity to be there for one another and be our best That's what I choose. I don't have control over what this planet's, weather is, but we do as a collective consciousness. So can we pull together and be our best and know that we don't always have the answers for all these things that are going on? But if we continue to pull together and be there for one another and just be a community, and maybe that's what this is going to do for us, then it's not a bad thing, is it? There is suffering. This world is always going to have to be suffering. Who knows what that's going to do for us? Everything's a learning opportunity. So my blessings go out to all of those who are experiencing this very challenging time of the flooding. I'm praying that you'll all stay safe. I know, it's a problem. Ku is upset about the floods. So please send your blessings to them, and whatever help, if you're here in the United States or anywhere, if you have it in your heart to help those people, please do. They don't have stores open or things available to them, so we're all sending things and organizing ourselves here. But let's do that every day in every situation for those people who are individually just walking around suffering and could use our help and want our help, or the major disasters that really draw our attention to the fact that this is a challenging planet. So sending my light and love out to Texas and all the other areas and all the way up the coast, including Georgia, and all the other people that are affected by everything that's challenging them around this world. And then let's bless this planet, this earth that has been so good to us that we have not treated so well. And let's pull together and be a better community and be a better inhabitant of this beautiful, beautiful planet that we're so privileged to live on. What's your mantra? I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Sending you light, love, prosperity, abundance, health, wealth, and joy. Namaste.